What's up, party people? Let's talk about the John Madden football playbook for offense. What are the best schemes for it? I got you. Some of you asked about it, so I did a couple rebuilds with it, and I'll show you how I got this playbook to work. First of all, let's go over what this playbook is offensively. John Madden playbook is a tribute to the legendary philosophy: simple, tough, and explosive. It marries old school power, featuring downhill runs, counters, and smash mouth protections with vertical play action shots and smart situational wrinkles. It's very old school. It doesn't have a lot of formations. Football back then, they believe like you have so many plays, so many formations, and it's just whoever runs them the best. Best schemes, I'm going to stick with the West Coast zone run, probably the best. Vertical power saw some really good, for what this playbook does. Seasons, and then West Coast spread is pretty decent too, but I would probably stick to West Coast run. Maybe I saw the most wins using that. And then as far as rebuilds, I think I got some bonus material here compared to other playbooks and videos I've done. I give you some success. I'm going to show you 2 seasons, and one season didn't make the playoffs. The other season I did make the playoffs, and I had to do uh, some figuring out of what good combinations were with play sheets. And I think this is going to make me dive into another video I to see how much play sheets really can affect wins. But one season we didn't make the playoffs, and the other season we did make the playoffs, and we had a much better running uh, season. And I believe that's a there was certain play sheets that just if I didn't have it on there, it didn't win. And then a couple other play sheets just led to more rushing. So it like added, in my opinion, it just added more formations to this playbook. But let's get into it. Let's talk about this season, these seasons, and then I get you out of here. All right. So this first season I used it. We were 15th in points, 27th in pass yards. You're not going to pass for a lot in this. Um, 5th in rush yards, and I think that's where you really need to lay into. And it's good for your defense though. 8th in points allowed, 5th in pass yards, 5th in rush yards. So we kept down that aspect of it. And this is, in my tests and everything, this is just what Matthew Stafford's going to throw for in this playbook. You're never going to crack 4,000 yards. You might get, 35, 36 if you're lucky. I don't think I've ever really seen it crack 30 passing touchdowns. That's not what it does. Low on the interceptions for sure. 296 carries, that's pretty high. 1,300 yards rushing, 11 rushing touchdowns. It's pretty much what it's going to do. And then, your backup with this playbook is going to get run 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Corm's not in any sub package. It's just, he's getting play, and so is Jarquez Hunter. That could be like a wear and tear thing in Puka. He's really your only wide receiver. You get a little bit out of Adams, but if you have a better tight end here, you're probably going to get more yards. And we did make a change here, so I'll show you that in a sec. Tutu Atwell, 36 for 415 and 6. Even these are high touchdown numbers. Usually most of it's going to Puka and the tight end, but just not great numbers. And a lot of it had to do with trying to find the right combination of play sheets. So let's show you what a season looks like with a better combination of play sheets, and what I think kind of helps this playbook be successful. And I wonder if these play sheets will just help any playbook be more successful. All right, so in this second season, when we had a better idea of what we think worked for play sheets, just on offense, we went 10-7, second in points, 29th in pass. We know we're not going to set the world on fire passing, but second in rush yards, first in points against, first in pass yards against, and 18th in rush yards against, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. If you can't pass on us, you're going to have to try and run on us. Still only 3,300 yards passing for Stafford, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Kyron Williams, 274 carries, 1,600 yards. We added 300 yards more. Now he has 17 rushing touchdowns. Corm, 349 and 6, and Hunter had 67 for 3. But it's all about Kyron Williams adding all those yards to him. Puka, 71 for 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns. We put Ferguson in at tight end 1. He's not a very good blocker, but he had 61 catches for 613 yards and 4. Devontae Adams, Atwell, pretty much at the same. Now let's go over what the play sheets were that we used, because that was kind of important. You can actually do it here. So we only had 3 for most of the season, and then at the end, the last 2 games, I doubled up and it seemed to do pretty good. So one of the most important ones here that whenever I took it out, it did not work, and that was wide slot. I don't know why, but we needed a wide slot in there, and learned that in the first season. And then heavy eye and heavy strong. We had some huge games. Now, you're not going to have huge games all the time, but we had 2 games that really stood out. Using heavy eye, heavy strong, and wide slot. One game we had 15, this is just for Corm, 15 carries, 264 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And in the same game, Corm had 7 for 30 and a touchdown, and Hunter had 7 for 25. So, you're just rushing the damn ball. And then we had another game where just Corm had 17 carries for 210 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. And then we did have another one we used here. We didn't use it that much. We tried heavy strong plus heavy set play sheet plus wide slot, and Stafford threw for 4 touchdowns. And the tight end Ferguson had 9 for 99 and a touchdown. And Stafford won Player of the Week. And both those seasons, Corm won Player of the Week. So some huge weeks. And yes, we want to exit out here. So, I mean, is that the end all be all? Are there other ones that work? Maybe. But I will say, so you know not what to use. Max Protect didn't work that great. Wide trips wasn't great. Run and shoot gun wasn't great. Screen game, just in this playbook. Air raid didn't really help. Gadget, run and shoot didn't really help. Wildcat really didn't help. So you definitely need this wide slot, and you can go back and forth with using heavy eye, heavy strong, and what's the other one? Just heavy. I believe it's just heavy. I think that's on. Yeah, heavy sets. You can use heavy sets too. And I started messing around, like I said, with doubling up on heavy strong, and it was, didn't make him run for like 300 yards, but it was just fine. And then I want to say one last thing here as far as Madden's concerned. So I'm gonna start diving into more of these play sheets and stuff I want to get to. There's so much stuff to get to and so little time, so much focus on playbooks. But I want to talk about this John Madden playbook. You can use this, you can set this. It's an alternative playbook. There's many other alternative playbooks in this game. And Madden, why can't I have them? Why can't I have them? If I can have John Madden's football, why can't I have spread or run and shoot? Why can't I have those? Just give them to me, and give me the ability to set my custom here. Just don't be dumb. I mean, that's it. That's all I want. So anyway, there you go. There's Madden and his playbook. I'll be interested to see if I can win a Super Bowl here. We'll find out. And right now, I'm actually using this combination of play sheets in a CPU versus CPU slow sim game to see how the Rams do. And it looked like they're doing much better than they were without this when I first did my first simulation using it. So there you go. Let me know. Are you going to rebuild with it? Or are you going to try out the heavy eye, strong eye, and wide slot with other playbooks in your quick sim? Love to hear about it. Any feedback, questions, you guys give me, letting me know about your rebuilds. It definitely helps because I can apply those things to, any information is great. And I'm rambling on here, but one more thing, I want to give a shout out to our newest member. I think you pronounce it Activio. I think that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, I'm sorry, but Activio, thank you for joining the community. Appreciate your support. And yeah, we will see you guys very soon for more slow sim and quick sim content. Please like, subscribe, join the community, hype this video, whatever you can do. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you very soon. Later.